Good afternoon, family. This is Terri Thomas, your community manager with JP Morgan Chase. I'm here for our very first Ask Terri question. So excited.
Hey Terry, we have a great question for your very first show. It says, Dear Terry, my daughter recently turned 3 and is getting 50 cents allowance now for cleaning her room. When is the best time to teach her about financial literacy? And where do I turn for questions that I can't answer as she gets older?
So that's a relevant, real question that a lot of parents have. I like to subscribe to the budgeting rule. Now, this is for your kids and for you, mom and daddy. 50, 30, 20. That's the basic rule of thumb for budgeting. And it says that we should live off of 50% of what we make. We should play with 30% of what we make, and we should be saving 20% of what we make. Now, that's really the budget for parents. For your kids, I would say it would be more of a 2070, and that's really to get them in the mode of learning how to save. But basically, because your kids don't have any bills, they don't have to worry about the 50. They just really need to worry about their 30 and their 20, right? Their wants and their saving. So, what I would suggest and recommend is get 3 buckets. When she gets her 50 cents, y'all are going to count out her 50 cents, do it in dimes because 20% of 50 cents is going to be 10 cents, right? So her 40 cents, we're going to put in her want bucket. And then her 10 cents, we're going to put in her savings. And this is going to create a financial muscle, memory muscle, right? Just like when you go to the gym and you lift weights, your muscles remember, although mine may not. This is a financial muscle. So she will get into the habit of every time she gets money, 20% of what she makes is going to go into her savings bucket, and the rest is going to go into her wants bucket. Then you'll adjust as she gets older. As far as other resources, one thing that's really good, you can go to chase.com/personal/financial goals/parents. I know it's a lot. If you want to go to chase.com/financial goals, that should get you there too. And then look for the section that says parents. In there, it's going to show you a budgeting sheet for your older kids, right? Where you can help them work out what their budget should be. And it's going to go through their money that's coming in, which would be their allowances, babysitting, money from grandma, aunties, uncles, what have you, and then their expenses. If they have to pay for their school lunch or certain things, then you can put that in there. Also, for our tweens, even as young as 6 to 8, any of your kids that like graphic novels or the comic books, we have a great tool called The Quest, and it teaches about money basics and budgeting and savings. And these kids go on this great adventure and they have to use money, save money to get back home. And so it's a great story. It's to the point, but it also has a QR code that goes back to that financial goals page to give you topics and things to talk about with your kids about money. So those are some resources. But to simplify it, I would say 20% is what we want to teach our kids that they need to save. So every time she gets her allowance, break that 50 cents down into 5 dimes and take one of those dimes and say, this is your savings. This is for your emergency. This is your fallback money. And you're going to put that in her savings bucket. And then the other 40 cents you'll put into the wants bucket. And that's what I would recommend for you and for your daughter. Great job, though. 3 years old, getting a 50 cents allowance. I absolutely love it. All right, family, that wraps up this month's question. So you can find me on dallasexaminer.com. Also, if you have questions, please submit them to askterry.tde@gmail.com. That's going to allow you to email your questions to me. You also can follow us and like us on all social media. You can follow us at LinkedIn, Facebook, Threads, TikTok, and Instagram. So until next month, I will see you again. Remember, you can't grow if you don't know, and you won't know if you don't ask Terri. So send me those questions. I'll see y'all next month. Bye.